Hello everyone, my name is Raghav. In this video, we are going to talk about customer segmentation using data science and K-means algorithm. So let us see what is customer segmentation. Customer segmentation is the process of dividing customers into groups based on the common characteristics so companies can market to each other group effectively and appropriately. So basically, using this segmentation, a company can divide its customers according to their age, gender, or anything basis on that, and they can make use of this data to separate a group of customers which are actively participating in their company's product and separate them accordingly. So now let us see the how this segmentation is done. So this can be divided into 5 steps. In first step, we have to conduct the customer surveys, and then we have to choose the type of segmentation according to which, like age or gender, and then we have to identify the customer segments, then devise the right marketing approach for it, and then test and iterate through all these approaches. So basically in this we'll take the customer data and then we'll pre-process the data and analyze those data, and then we will find the optimum number of clusters from that, and we will apply k-means clustering algorithm to those clusters, and then this k-mean algorithm will help us to visualize the clusters according to the age, gender, or anything like that. So what is k-means clustering? K-means clustering is an unsupervised learning algorithm that is used to solve the clustering problems in many machine learning or data science. In this topic, we learn that k-means clustering algorithm and how it works, and along with this, we'll use this along with Python implementation. So here you can see this picture of k-means clustering. You can see the original unclustered data, and after feeding it to the k-means algorithm, we can see the clustered data. It is in different colors, and we are grouped according to age or the customer who are actively participating in that mall, etc. So I'm using the Google Colab for this project, and for this, in the first step, I have importing the dependencies. Is the first step for this project, and I have imported total of 5 libraries: NumPy, Pandas, Matplot library, Seaborn, and K-means library. And here NumPy is all about number arrays. For using number arrays, we use NumPy. And as far as Pandas goes, it is for the structured data tables. For providing structured data tables, we use Pandas. And then we have Matplot library and Seaborn library. These two are helpful for making the plotting of the graph and all. So these two are plot libraries. And at last we have K-means library, which is helpful to applying K-means algorithm. So let us run this. Okay, so the next step is data collection and analysis. For this we have to read a file which is a CSV file, that means comma separated values. So that I have taken mall customer CSV for that. So we have to read this one. Let us run this. Yes, it's fine. So then we will first show the 5 rows of the column, and let us run this also. So here we can see different column names like customer ID, gender, age, annual income, and the spending score of that. By this line we can only see the top 5 rows of this table. So if we want to know the whole rows present in this table, we can use this code. So let us run this. Yes, after getting this, we know that there are 200 rows and 5 columns. So here you can see the 5 columns. Like this, we have 200 rows. So if we want to get extra information about the dataset, then we can use this line. By this we can see this, there are no null values in this rows. Means all the rows are completely filled and there are no null values present in those columns. So let us run this also. And in next step we can see that for checking the missing values in the data set, it means if there are any values are missing in those rows and columns. So let us run this. As you can see, there are no values are missing. And in next one again we are checking for it, so this also run perfectly. So next we are seeing the distribution graph for the age column. So with this help of this code I am plotting the graph for the age distribution. So let us run this code, and here you can see the age distribution in which x-axis is considered as the density and the y-axis is considered for age. And this is the another type of representation for the age frequency. Here also we can see the age frequency and the ages plotted along the graph. So let us run this also. So this is also running, so you can visualize the age using this code. And moving on to next one, here we are comparing the gender ratio or the plotting the graph of gender. So we are taking a gender in the x-axis, and in the y-axis we are counting how much customers are male or female. So let us run this one. Yes, this one is also running. So in the next step we are seeing the values of the customer in the x1 variable. I am taking the customer data and I am putting the values for those. Let's run this one. You can see all the values in those columns and rows. Okay, next so in the next step we will find the number of clusters which are useful to us. So we use the clusters for making the process continue. So we use WCSS value for a different number of clusters. WCSS stands for within the cluster sum of squares. So for finding the WCSS value I have used the range of 1 to 10, and k-means algorithm we are using, so I am using k-means function for this also. So let us just run this. Okay, so with the help of this we are using a elbow graph for this. So we will use this elbow graph for plotting WCS versus number of clusters. So keep reminding this elbow graph, it will be helpful in next steps also. So let us run this. Yes, it's also running perfectly. So in the next step we will train the k-means clustering model. We will use this k-means function. Let us run this also. Okay, so then for plotting all these clusters and marking their centroids we use this function. I have given some centroid markings also and colors also. So let us run this, and you can see here I have taken customer groups and their spending crores and annual income. You can visualize this. So in the next step we will see the distribution graph for the annual income as we have seen for age also. So let us run this. So here you can visualize the annual income versus density, the distribution graph. Okay, so in the next one we'll visualize the spending score along with the distribution graph also. So same as age and annual income. Let us run this. Yes, you can see this one also, spending score versus density. So here you can see the violin plot same as you have seen for age. we are using while in plot for gender also. Here you can see this. So let us run this again. Here you can see the while in plot for gender also. Okay, now we will start dividing the age into groups and visualize those datas. So I have divided age from 18 to 25, 26 to 35, 36 to 45, 46 to 55, and above 55 are all in one group. So let us run this. So here you can see number of clusters are along the x-axis and we have taken age along y-axis. So according to this 26 to 35 are the aged people are the most customers of this company. So in the next one we will find the relationship between annual and the spending scores. So for this also we are plotting the graph, taking annual income in the x-axis and spending score along y-axis. So let us run this. You can see the relationship between annual income and spending score also. So in the next step, it is just the same representation of annual income and spending scores and their relationship again. You can use different types of graphs for this. So this is one of them. You can visualize this in this type also. So visualizing the number of customers based on their scores. We have seen visualizing the customer based on age and gender and annual income. Now we will see the customers based on scores. So for score also I have taken different of range. You can see it here: 20, 40, 1 to 20, 21 to 40, 60, 80, 100 and all. So let us run this also. Here you can see this. So 41 to 60 is the majority here. So for the next one, it's the same as for annual income. So let us run this also. So here $60,000 to $90,000 is the majority. So now we'll come to the main part, k-means. So what is k-means? I have told you already. It is a clustering which is of unsupervised type. So by this we can cluster the group of customers into different spaces, and we can help the company to understand which customer they have to give more importance to and all. So this is just a pictorial representation. So next, so in this graph or the 3D plot, I am using age, annual and spending score to plot this 3D graph. So let us run this. So here you can see this. You can visualize the thing, but this is before k-means. So you will see all scattered here for spending scores, annual income and age. So from above elbow method that we have used before, we find that 5 will be the number of our clusters. So according to this cluster, now we will group them all together. So let us run this. Okay, now we can see that all the clusters are grouped under different categories. So by this you can conclude that k-means will help a lot for those companies to categorize those customers and choose and give them the more importance for whom they have to spend a lot of time and all. So that was all the project about, and these are the 5 types of customers we have categorized. So that sums up for the video. Thank you everyone.